Hi, I decided to tackle the 75 questions tag, which may bore many of you, so you might want to tune out now, but for those interested, here we go. Are you named after anyone? No, my mother's maiden name was Shaw, and she was debating whether to name me Sean or Robin. She liked Errol Flynn's portrayal of Robin Hood, so somehow Robin won out. When was the last time you cried? I can't recall specifically. I do tend often to tear up over movies on television. Do you have kids? No, I've had a couple dogs that I felt like were my kids. What's the first thing you notice about people? Their behavior, particularly if it's bad behavior. What's your eye color? Brown. What are your favorite smells? Cherry pipe tobacco. A childhood friend's father used to smoke it. And I also love the smell of honeysuckle. Do you have any special talents? I make art and music. Where were you born? Ohio. What is your zodiac sign? Virgo. What are your hobbies? Making art and music, writing, crocheting, collecting, watching movies and TV, and listening to music. Do you have any pets? Not anymore. I had a number of pets, including 2 dogs. What do you want to be when you grow up? Pain-free, content, and alive. I'm most of those now. Who was your first best friend? Larry, from my old neighborhood, which doesn't tell you much. How tall are you? 6'1". What is the least favorite thing about yourself? Physical traits too personal to talk about here. Funniest moment throughout school. I can't think of any moments that were funny. School days from my childhood were traumatic and a trial that I just had to survive through till adulthood. What's your favorite drink? Cherry Coke. What is your favorite animal? Possibly elephants. What is your favorite perfume? Honeysuckle oil and maybe violet oil. What sports have you played? Volleyball and tennis. I was terrible at sports, but those I didn't mind too much. I don't really like sports. If I have to watch any, I prefer individual ones or one-on-one sports like tennis matches or American Ninja Warrior type gymnastics. Does croquet count? I kind of liked croquet. I haven't played it in decades. Who are some of your favorite YouTubers? The 3 that come to mind are Simon of the Hermit's Cave, Becca of Intuition Tarot, and Sandra of Sandra and Tarot. I like their compassion, sensitivity, and soft-spokenness in their deliveries. I find them calming in a world of stress and try to emulate that. What is your favorite childhood memory? Maybe when my grandmother used to make me my favorite of her recipes for sloppy joes. What is one of your bad habits? Interrupting people. I never mean to, but if I'm trying to express myself and don't complete a thought, I completely lose my train. 3 things that make you happy: peace and quiet and nature. 3 things that make you upset: bad behavior, inconsiderateness, and unfairness. Top 5 favorite series: Called the Midwife, Doc Martin, The Good Wife, Ancient Aliens, and the 1960s series The Avengers. Top 5 favorite self-help books. I don't read self-help books. 1 word that describes you: hypersensitive. What is one of your favorite quotes? It's from the Joe character in Sheila Delaney's The Taste of Honey, and it's the only consolation I can find in your immediate presence is your ultimate absence. Another one is from the Haley Mills character in The Chalk Garden, which is, I never shake hands. It's so animal. Are you an introvert or an extrovert? I guess you'd say I'm an introverted extrovert. Are you left or right-handed? Left-handed. Does your name have any special meaning? I think it means bright, fame, or shining. If you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be? In a gypsy wagon in Cornwall, or maybe a rocky coastline in Italy or Greece? What is your favorite gadget? An umbrella. What does your name make any interesting anagrams? No, but it almost makes the word boring. My grandmother's maiden name was Boring. Her sister married a guy named Dumb. I used to joke with my mother that we come from a family tree that was dumb and boring. Where did you grow up? Pennsylvania. What do you call your grandparents? I guess I'd call them long gone. When they were alive, I just called them Grandma and Grandpa. What's your biggest accomplishment? A minimal amount of fame. You can look me up in Wikipedia. I have a fringe history in recorded music and art in a museum. What inspires you? Color, light, curious things, magical things. What's your greatest fear? Becoming aged, helpless, and alone. What has required the most courage in your life so far? Holding on when things seem full of despair. Who's your favorite actor? Ray Milland. Who's your favorite actress? Claudette Colbert. What's your favorite movie? Midnight. What's your favorite musical? I don't like musicals, but if I had to give one, I'd say The Young Girls of Rochefort. I really like that movie. What's your favorite series? The Avengers with John Steed and Emma Peel. What's your favorite anime? Howl's Moving Castle. What's your favorite Disney movie? The Moon Spinners, or pretty much anything with Haley Mills in it. What's your favorite cartoon? Astro Boy. Who are your favorite 10 top male singers? I had trouble coming up with these because I don't generally like male voices, but do prefer extremes of smooth or raspy textures. So Chet Baker is at the top of the list. Then probably Louis Armstrong, Mose Allison, Peter Skellern, Jimmy Durante, Captain Beefheart, Nick Drake, Rufus Wainwright, Tony Bennett, Joao Gilberto. Who are your 10 favorite female singers? Jerry Southern, Julie London, Shirley Bassey, Dusty Springfield, Annette Peacock, Nico, Claudine Longet, Mylène Farmer, Françoise Hardy, Nina Simone, Billie Holiday. That's 11. There are many more. 10 of your current favorite songs. I can't think of any current favorites. I've not kept up with what's on the charts these days and don't much care for what's coming out for the most part. Of older songs, I like Shirley Bassey's He Kills Everything, Julie London's Angel Eyes, Chet Baker's You Don't Know What Love Is, Pilot, Magic, T-Rex, Hot Love, ABBA, That's Me, Bananarama, Moving On, Edison Lighthouse, Love Grows, Where My Rosemary Goes, Bowie, Life on Mars, and the incredible string band The Iron Stone. What is your favorite book series? I can't think of a series that I follow. I did like the Harry Potter series, and as a child I voraciously went through the Hardy Boys detective series. Who's your favorite author? Probably Lewis Carroll, although my favorite book, and the one I find the most spiritual, is The Golden Key by George MacDonald. What are your religious beliefs? They're sort of a spiritual buffet of metaphysics mixed with science. At the root of it all, we are energy particles, and heaven to me is like light beings returning to a universal slipstream, like a shimmering school of cosmic goldfish. What is your favorite musical instrument? Harp. What is your favorite ice cream flavor? Lime sherbet or peppermint stick? What is your favorite physical activity? Is resting and relaxing an activity? What is your favorite way to pass the time? Sitting in calm weather, listening to the wind rustle through the leaves on the trees. What was your favorite subject in school? Art. Did you go to college? I went to a great community college for 2 years and a lousy teacher's college for a third year and half of a fourth. I never finished. What was your favorite TV show as a kid? Astro Boy. Are you afraid of heights? Terrified. Are you high maintenance? My needs are few, but I'm quite particular and fussy about certain things. Are you more inclined to build your own empire or unleash the potential in others? That question seems a little awkward, but I guess the latter. If you had more courage in your life, what would you do differently right now? I'd have made the jump to do things where I didn't have to worry about failing or having something to fall back on. What is the weirdest thing you've seen? I saw a fleet of UFOs race across the Manhattan night sky. When did you have your first kiss? In my 20s. If you could be a Disney princess, who would you choose to be? I don't really like the Disney princesses. I identify more with the fairy godmother in Cinderella. Do you have a collection? Yes, quite a few. CDs, movies, TV shows, books, tarot books, art, sculptural figurines. What is one odd thing about you? I'm an oddball drawn to curious outsider things, looking for a community where I fit in. What's your greatest dream? To be living in a place and to be doing things that make me ultimately content. Do you sing in the shower? Not generally. Where's your favorite place to shop in the mall? I don't have a mall near me, but probably a bookstore, record store, or a metaphysics curiosity shop. Where's your favorite place to eat? Currently Le Pain Quotidien. They have these mini Dutch pancakes the size of quarters that have syrup in the batter and come with berries. And that will do it for now. I challenge you to do the same. Bye-bye.